Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We are dealing with Hurricane Milton over here. This is your Monday, probably noonish update, 11:30 noon, something like that. It has been crazy here. We're in Spring Hill, Florida, just north of Tampa. So we're only probably, as a crow flies, 6 to 10 miles from the water, from the ocean, from the Gulf. Um, we, for example, last night at 7:30, I left to go pick up my wife. I needed fuel. Went to the gas station, and one thing led to another. Nobody had gas, completely sold out. Um, I had earlier in the day, me and my dad had went and filled up our propane tanks for our campers, and also 2 5-gallon gas cans and 1 5-gallon diesel can. Um, so I ended up, after 2 hours, came home, back home, and I'm not kidding you. I went to like 12 gas stations. Just nothing. You wait in line for 20 minutes, get up to the pump and squeeze the handle, and nothing would come out. Those kind of things. Um, Huge lines, just terrible. So I ended up I filled my car with 10 gallons of gas that I had gotten earlier out of 5-gallon gas cans. Not something I expected to do 3 days out from a hurricane, that we're not at the time really was sure where it was going to go, right? Somewhere between Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Cedar Key or whatever, Crystal River. That was it, Crystal River. Starting to realize now that we knew that we're in it for this. We were going to get punched in the face, but now it looks like we're getting punched in the face by Mike Tyson. So the 11 o'clock advisory from the National Weather Service, 155 mile an hour wind, 1 mile an hour away from a Cat 5. It's sitting at a Cat 4 right now. When I checked this morning at 7, it was a Cat 2 with 100 mile an hour winds. Yeah, and it was a 970 something pressure, and now it's like a 931 and dropping. That's low. That's really low. That's really, really bad. We might be looking at a biblical event here for Tampa Bay, but we're getting there. My wife's off Tuesday, Wednesday, thank God. So we don't have to go anywhere. So I don't need any more fuel. As of this morning, it looks like the gas station's got more fuel, but now the lines are around the block at every gas station. All of the grocery stores are packed. I went to our local Spring Hill Walmart, whatever you want to call it, it's super center, and yeah, I waited for 20 minutes for a parking spot. There is no water left to purchase. That's gone. Yesterday, when we were at Royal King getting the propane, they were sold out of generators. We're getting a truck yesterday afternoon. I called this morning. They're sold out. Everybody's sold out of generators. They were getting call after call while I was there. It's there. It's over. Forget it. If you find a generator, buy a lottery ticket too. You might as well. Um, this morning, I convinced my father, my mother, and my grandmother to get out of here. So they packed up at 3 a.m. and are currently driving up I-75. I think they just got out of Atlanta. So they're safe. So Big Ron, he's safe. Mom's safe. Grandma's safe. I had them go ahead and take the titles and all the paperwork to all the cars just in case something stupid happens here. But they're out of here. So basically, what we're gonna have is myself, my wife Megan, her daughter Lizzie. She's 21, and then we're gonna have Sir Winston, our Cavalier King Charles, and 3 cats. Is what we have here. So should be fun. The everything is pretty much. I mean, I'm like 80% ready for this thing. The only thing I haven't done, which I'm debating back and forth on, I'm just watching the track, um, is whether or not to board up the windows. I have the window. I have the boards cut. I have the tap. All I got to do is do it. But my next door neighbor, Barry, he already boarded up. He's boarding up now, I should say. Um, he's, you know, these are not people that worry about these things, but they're worried about this one. I did manage to get some food, supplies. I do have 4 30-pound propane tanks and a 15. So I got plenty of propane. Barring nothing happens to my fifth wheel camper or Ron's truck camper, we will be able to cook. I filled them both with water, with fresh water. The tanks are full now. One to add weight, and the other was to, I learned this with Hurricane Ian. I was in Fort Myers when it happened. The water got shut off. City water got shut off, along with the power and everything else, cell phone service, yada yada. Right. So, what we did is we filled them up with water so that my camper and Ron's camper run off of solar. They're plugged in right now, and they're also running off of solar. So I could at least, with the propane and everything, I could take a hot shower or go to the bathroom and flush the toilet into the storage tank underneath in either one of those campers. So I at least have that ability if the house is not here for some reason, or a tree. Really, our big concern is trees. We got a big tree line behind us, and we got 2 big trees on this side of the house that branches keep falling off of them. But I mean, they didn't go down in Helene, so, but we didn't get hit with Helene either. So, I don't know what would hold up to 150-mile-an-hour wind gust. I don't know. I do have the Apache and the Chrysler. I put the wheels back on the Chrysler 300, the 63. It's still on jack stands with the off chance that we get standing water. I wanted it to stay up, but I did put the wheels and tires back on it on the slim chance that a wind gust blew it off the jacks. It would at least land on the tires instead of rotors and drums. Apache, I got concrete blocks and 4x4s in front of all the wheels and tires. I got everything out of it. The Thing and the 73 Thing and the 44 are in the garage. I'm going to basically vice grip in multiple places the garage door shut and lock it in and do everything I can to keep that from blowing in on the cars. Just one of those where you don't know what's going to happen until you know what's going to happen, and at that point it's too damn late, right? So, something's coming. Every time I turn on the television, it seems like the track gets closer. It is at me, but it ticks a little closer north, and then it'll wobble a little south, and it'll wobble north, and But I'm gonna be really honest. Tampa Bay, for those of you that haven't been here or do know it even, cannot survive a 15, 20-foot surge. Big concerns that everybody should have immediately if you're here is the water being shut off and your septic system, which you probably have, being inundated and full or underwater and backing up into your house. That can be a problem, which is why I'm hoping the camper survives and I can, go to the bathroom out there. We are prepared to have no power for days, if not weeks. No cell. There will be no cell reception. If this hits, okay, just to give you an idea, we went 14 days in Ian, okay, at a major hotel with no water, no power, no cell phone service, no internet, no fuel, no food, no ability to get food, roads shut down, flooded, trees across them. It was terrible. All right. If that happens here in Tampa, which it very, very well could, if they're talking, 12 to 20 foot of storm surge in Tampa Bay, I'm going to tell you right now, I just drove across the bridge, and yeah, we probably got 2 to 3 foot swells on the sea right in the bay right now with whitecaps, and it's not here, right? So St. Pete won't fare well. They're gonna get smacked, and it's basically an island, and so the bridges getting in and out are going to be closed. You're going to be pretty much you're stuck. Everywhere I go, everybody's worried about it. Everybody's talking about it, and everybody's taking it serious, which, they should. But, the reality of this is it is Florida, and this hasn't happened here in 100 years. I think it was 1921 was the last time they really got smacked, right? I mean, they've had hurricanes, but to take a direct hit into Tampa Bay, 100 years. So with all these near misses and everything, it kind of gets people numb to it, and they think they're safe and gives you a false sense of security, which has been great up until now. Cool. But this is taking a very weird track, and it just kind of seems like we're due. I don't know how else to put that. That's my gut feeling, is that we are due. And that's a little scary. But, see what happens. Stay tuned. Not really doing anything to the cars, guys, for the next couple days. We're supposed to get hit Wednesday at some point. It's raining every day. It's also, it's starting to get windy, so we're done. I think if I do anything, it's going to start boarding up windows, to just try to, if nothing else, a couple rooms, to have safe rooms we could go in if we absolutely had to, but, this is a concrete block house. On a concrete slab with a brand new roof that was put on this year. So hopefully that's enough to get us through this. Really worried about the trees. Not really worried about the storm surge or anything like that. Physically here at this house anyway. But I am worried about the septic system backing up into the house. And I am worried about no utilities of any level. Good news though, Barry next door, the guy boarding up, has a generator, and I have a Starlink. So we're gonna team up after the storm, and that way we've all got internet and can reach out and communicate and all that, barring it goes down. I don't see a way at this point where we're not in the dark for 7 days, with no water, and I have plenty of food, I have plenty of water, I have plenty of all of that at the moment. The camper's good. I mean, so barring it's not a complete and total loss and the roof gets ripped off and the camper's down the street on its side or something, we'd probably be okay, but you won't hear from me for a while, unless I can get out on Starlink, and then it'll be short, because who knows what kind of, you know, upload speeds and stuff like that. But I'll keep you updated. We'll keep going through this thing. It's noonish right now. I think it's a little after 12 o'clock. I think I'm going to go outside and start looking at these boards and see which one goes where and what the, you know, what kind of system Ron had for this, and see if I can't match them up. And I might start screwing some of them on just to do it. But stay tuned, stay safe. We're okay over here at the moment, and you know, Wednesday at some point it's going to get gnarly, and I will probably be filming that, honestly, and bring that to you as well. So at some point you'll be able to see what it looked like here at Brown's Rod and Custom and in Spring Hill, Florida. And I'll probably go out and video some of the damage and try to help people and do all that kind of thing too. So stay tuned for all that, and we'll talk at you soon. Thanks for watching, guys.